friends, good morning and happy Mother's Day. Hey, have you ever heard the expression, my cup was so full, or that really filled my cup? Or maybe you have heard the verse in the Psalms where the psalmist writes, my cup overflows. When our cup is full or overflowing, what we sometimes mean by that is that we feel taken care of and filled physically, emotionally, mentally, all those ways, so we feel good inside. Now, I mention this because we have been learning in Old Town Kids for the last month or so, we have been learning about the life of Joseph. Joseph in the Old Testament and his brothers and his dad. And if we think about Joseph's cup, we can look at his story and think about a lot of times when his cup was full and a lot of times when his cup probably didn't feel very full. So if you remember at the beginning of the story, Joseph is the favorite son and Joseph's dad gives him a special coat. And I bet his cup felt pretty full, right? Those are some nice things. But then his brothers are jealous and they hurt him, right? They put him in the pit and they sell him into slavery in Egypt. And I bet that starts to feel like his cup is empty, right? But then remember, he goes and he's living in this like pretty important household and he gets a lot of responsibility at Potiphar's house. But then what happens? He ends up where? In jail. We learned about that too. He ends up in jail, okay? And I bet his cup feels pretty empty again, stuck in jail for something that he didn't do. And then, let's see, he's in jail and he helps the cupbearer and the baker interpret their dreams. He gets to do something to help people. Now, he's still in jail, so maybe that doesn't feel like the best, but I bet it felt pretty good to help people and do something meaningful. But then he still doesn't get out of jail, right? He's still stuck there. But then, last week, he interprets Pharaoh's dreams, right? And Pharaoh appoints him to a very important position. And now, if I were Joseph, I would think his cup is feeling pretty full right now, right? He's been recognized for something that he can do, for a way that he can help and serve and help other people. And that might really fill his cup. But of course, Joseph still has that hurt, right? We can see the spill, the mess in this bin right here, right? He still has that hurt and mess inside of him from his hurt from his family, right? And so today, we look at one more story of Joseph to finish off this series on the life of Joseph. And we see, does Joseph's cup end up full or empty? And here's the really cool part. At the center of this story, and what happens, is a silver cup. So I'm not going to tell you the whole story, but today we look at how God wraps up the story of Joseph's life and the reminder, all what we've been learning about all through our Stars in the Sky series, that God has plans for us, that God has good plans, and that God does not leave us, and God is with us always. So that's it for me. Hey, again, happy Mother's Day. If you're celebrating a mom today, I hope you can find a way to fill her cup today. And I will see you next time. Bye.